Hello, this is Kirill, and a warm welcome back to the course on Tableau. Happy to see you here. Last time we left off after creating our first calculated field, which is total sales, and you can see it over here on the left. I just wanted to mention that creating calculated fields is a very important aspect of working with Tableau because you will often find that the data that you have does not have the right level or does not have the right variables for you to work with. It does have the information there, but it's not in the right format. It's not aggregated properly or correctly for your needs, or it doesn't have the right level of detail or other things. So you will be inevitably working a lot with calculated fields. And this was a very simple example of a calculated field where we just multiplied two values. But Tableau has very vast functionality in this space and allows you to create just insanely helpful calculated fields, and we will be working with them going forward. So that's why I kind of put it at the beginning of the course so you get used to it going as we go along. All right, so today we're talking about colors. Colors are important because as you'll probably hear me say quite often, data science is not just about crunching numbers. It's a form of art. It's a form of communication. It's a very creative activity or profession. So get used to working with colors. You will need this skill. Okay, so let's get straight into it. How can we color this chart? Imagine that this picture has to go into a presentation for the executives of the company who will be distributing these bonuses, or maybe even this picture will be hung up somewhere on a wall so that everybody can see. So you don't want it to be plain like this. You want it to be colorful and bright. So we need to use this color button over here. And there are many different ways that we can do it. First of all, what we can do right away is just change the color. We can change it to red, we can change it to green, we can change it to basically any color. And that's kind of the basic thing that you can do here. What you can choose more colors, and then you can choose even more colors. It's all under control here. What else you can do is you can change the transparency, but there's nothing behind it, so there's not much point. You can add a border, make that border thicker, I think, or change the color of the border if you want, but we won't be doing that right now as well. What we want kind of the colors to differ from bar to bar. So the first thing that you can do is you can take your representative and let's say from here and drag him onto the color button. And what that'll do is it will give each representative a unique color, and it'll give you a color legend over here. And so as you can see, the color legend matches your column names. So Matthew is blue here, Susan's light blue here as well. I wanted to show you a quick tip here as well. So by the way, going forward, I'll be showing you quick tips along the way, which I will be using just because they're kind of a habit, and I think you should get into the habit of using them too. So just keep track of when I give out these quick tips because they will be very helpful. So let's take out the representative, and instead of taking the representative from here and dragging him onto the color, what we can do is take representative from here, hold him. As you know, if I just drag him onto the column now, then it'll screw up the visualization because now he's no longer, or this column or this dimension is no longer in the columns. So I'm just going to press Ctrl Z now. What you need to do is you hold him, or hold this dimension, you drag him and you press Control, and as you can see, this little plus sign appears under your mouse, and then when you let go, you basically copied that dimension onto this new role, and it's still in the columns. So that's an easy way, especially when you have like 100 or 100 is maybe too much, like 30 or 40 dimensions here. It might be hard looking for it. When you know exactly what you want, it's already on your chart. You just drag it like that with Control. Okay, so we've got the representative here. And now if we're not happy with the colors, we can just click Colors, Edit Colors, and choose a different color palette. So Tableau has a lot of different cool color palettes that are already built in. Right now it's using Tableau 20, so you can say, how about we go for purple gray 12, you click assign palette, and now it's assigned a purple gray palette. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Now we can also, another good one is colorblind. So just to be cautious of people who might be colorblind, just click assign palette there. It will tell you that your colors are being duplicated because you have less colors than people, but you know, that might be okay for you as long as you want, because you do have the names underneath, so it might not be a problem. Anyway, I don't think this is the best way to color this chart. Let's have a look at another one. So I'm going to actually leave representative in color for now. And what we'll do is we'll take sum of total sales, we'll press Control, and we'll drag that into color. As you can see, representative has been replaced, and now sum of total sales is dictating the color. And now it's not a discrete color, it's a continuous color. And so the more sales you've had, the darker your color. The less sales you've had, the lighter your color. Also quite useful, but in our case it's not the best because we already see the size of the bar and it tells us how much sales each person has had. So maybe a different approach. My favorite one in this particular case will be if I take region and I drag region onto color. By the way, I'll just Control Z that. You'll see that I can also drag region, Control it, and then replace this current dimension that's in color. Or not even dimension, this is a measure. So replace that, and now you can see that your bars have been colored by region. And I think, personally to me, this appeals the most because I can right away visually see that these are 3 distinct regions or 3 distinct elements, and that kind of also backs the idea behind why there's 3 bonuses and that these people don't have to be compared to these people, and these people don't have to be compared to the rest of them. And so personally, I would leave it at that, and that's how you work with colors in Tableau. We will definitely be talking more about colors along the way in this course. This is just the basics, and have a play around with that. See what personally appeals to you the most, and it's a very individual preference. So find your style, and I look forward to talking to you next time when we'll be discussing labels and formatting, making our chart look really appealing. And until next time, happy analyzing.